Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180, and welcome to Johannesburg, South Africa. I am on my world travels, that's for sure at the moment, but yeah, a beautiful location to shoot this week's Midweek 180. If you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update where I bring you my news, views and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I'm going to put 180 seconds in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, and that's it, a very simple format. So without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's Midweek 180. I shall start my timer. Okay, first comment last week was The Speed Machine 35, a regular first commenter, but whoever puts the first comment this week, I will give you a shout out next week. Let the battle royale commence. Where are you and what you're doing? Well, that was Guan Tu, who was in Zhengzhou in China. Now that is China's 20th largest city, and it has a population the same as the country of Denmark. Also a shout out to David Graham, who was in Australia. So the Midweek 180 reaching wide and far. Wherever you are right now and whatever you're doing, put it in the comments below and I will give you a shout out next week. Now, last week's question was all about which tyre manufacturer you had on your car. Had a huge range of different manufacturers, the top three. It was reasonably close, but Michelin were out there by quite a few points, then Pirelli, then Continental. A nice mix, by the way, as well of winter and summer tyres. Some of you coming into winter were putting winter tyres on the car. I found that quite interesting. This week's question is about fuel, whether it be diesel or petrol. Do you go to a particular brand of fuel garage to fill up your car, or do you just go to anywhere, maybe a supermarket? And also, do you go for a particular octane rating for your fuel? I would love to know. Please put in the comments below. Now, new car news. Annoyingly, I always tend to shoot these Midweek 180s on a Tuesday. Last week I did it on a Tuesday. Wednesday morning, that broke. Pictures from the testing of the new Aston Martin DBX on a rally stage in Wales, which was very, very cool. And basically, I think that looks like a really interesting car, due for release in Q4 next year. But I think it's going to be a really important car for Aston Martin. I know there are doubters about this kind of super SUV, but look what the Cayenne did for Porsche. It kind of pretty much saved Porsche as a business. Apparently the early cars for the DBX are going to be powered by either the V12 or the AMG V8 that you find in the new Vantage, but there will be hybrid versions and possibly a full electric version on its way. I really like the look of it. I'm not convinced by the rear lights, but the rest of it I think looks really, really smart. So yeah, hats off Aston Martin, another good looking car. Cannot wait to see that up close and maybe even get to drive it. No F1 this week, but I could not mention the huge crash that happened in the F3 race in Macau recently. Sophia Floersch, I think that's how you say her name, unbelievable accident. Basically, she lost control at 270 kilometers an hour, best part of 170 miles an hour. Hit a speed bump, one of the kind of curbs, hit another car and then was catapulted into a photographic stand, basically. As of filming, she's just come out of an 11-hour spinal surgery. She's in intensive care, but apparently will be okay. No paralysis, which is amazing, really, and everyone else involved in the accident, they're all going to be okay, but just an unbelievable accident. And then final thing, this week's video at 6 o'clock on Friday is my biggest announcement yet on Petrol Ped. I'm not going to say any more than that. That's time up. You need to tune in on Friday at 6. It's a biggie and it's going to lead to lots and lots of other things on the channel. I am hugely excited about what's going to happen over the next few months, but you need to tune in on Friday to find out more. But that, my dear peddlers, is that. Now, from what has been a very sunny South Africa, it was 35 degrees when I arrived here on Sunday, but from a very kind of cloudy but still nice and warm Johannesburg, South Africa, I'm going to sign off there. I will see you on the next video. But if you enjoyed that, please give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. And I will see you on the next film, which is this Friday at 6 o'clock for the biggest announcement yet on Petrol Ped. You don't want to miss it. Tune in at 6. I'll see you there. You take care, guys. Drive safe.